You're watching Oilersnation Radio.
Sometimes the pre-show is more fun than the actual show.
Did they hear that part?
No, I was not recording what I just said.
How about the laughing part?
Well, yeah, the laughing.
Oh, okay, good.
I was recording.
If you want to know what I was laughing
Excellent.
about, listen to yesterday's episode of Real Life, and you'll find it.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh,
so you isolated the audio for me, like I
Yeah.
asked you to. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna beat it to death.
Oh.
did you hear it, Rick?
No, he just said it, and I heard what he said, and then like that thing you just said also
Yeah.
works with it, and that's
I'll play it for you after.
this
It's
is getting
good.
even
It's
better
real
and
good.
better and better.
Welcome into the pod, everybody.
Absolutely. She likes having the dog in the bed too. I kick him out before I come.
But then we paused for like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
and
because you're
Chalmers-
laughing.
Well, because Chalmers stopped talking, we always like looked at each other and we're like, huh? It was very funny.
Oh boy.
All right, let's get to business. It is time for Oilersnation Radio. Enough talk about real life. Enough talk about Chalmers dog etiquette.
Chalmers etiquette.
All I care about is mic etiquette on this podcast.
We've got a new thing going on. So I'm going to tell you, the listener, off the jump. If you hear any of us off mic, you hit us up. We're going to shame each other publicly for poor mic etiquette because we feel like the audio has been a little bit off to the side sometimes, a little bit back in the middle, and then off to the side.
That one didn't count though.
That was just a test, people.
Yeah, you don't have to let us know about. Actually, you know what? Let us know about that one. Like, you know,
Just make sure you're paying attention.
Ah, touche.
145 mark. Bag milk was a little off mic.
So we're going to come up with a public punishment for this poor mic etiquette. But first, before we get there, I want to give you a quick rundown of what's coming with our friends at Wendy's. The Wendy's Daily Face-Off Survivor Pool is coming next week.
Nice.
Cannot wait to play this game. Very, very much looking forward to it. Wendy's is letting you win real food with your fantasy teams this year, and for our friends at Daily Face-Off. For those of you who smoke at the competition, Wendy's is rewarding you with weekly prizes that will have you savoring the true taste of victory. But if your fantasy team doesn't deliver you the W, get the new Wendy's barbecue bacon cheeseburger delivered to your door instead, so you won't have to show anyone your very real tears. We had a bunch of those burgers yesterday at the office. Delish.
The barbecue ones. I'm not a big barbecue guy.
Wait.
Boiled
Barbecue
boy.
sauce, barbecue, like what you cook on. What are we
Barbecue
referring
and
to?
sauce.
Barbecue and foot massage.
Well, hey, everyone knows I'm a big.
Ah.
It was a delicious burger.
They
I
were
love
delightful.
the crunch that they have on there.
Lovely. For our friends at Wendy's, it is time for the delicious debate. I'm turning it over to Tyler Uremchuk. What have you got for us today, sir?
Liam, flash that bad boy up on the screen. Scale of 1 to 10. How confident are you that things will turn around?
10.
Okay. I was going to start with you because you're a resident positive thinker about the Oilers, but out there.
All right, listen, I'm fully on board. It's a 10. It's guaranteed a 10. But I'm angry right now. I'm on the edge of something, but I will never fall to a not on the bandwagon situation. This team will bounce back, but I'm very frustrated right now.
What I will say is that our bandwagon's got a little bit more leg room than it did a couple weeks ago.
We
No one's
need
being asked
Dorman
to
on this
check
damn
bags.
thing. We need Dorman on this. So if you get off, there's no getting back on. This is like Rogers. You want to go outside for a smoke? Go ahead. You ain't getting back in, though.
Unless you're bag milk. At Tool.
You know what? I got my ways.
I dig it.
I leave, I come back, get back up to the sweet level. Way it goes. Who is on the opposite end of 10?
I'm not at all 1. I also think, let's talk about
What's your number then?
Well, that's the opposite end of 10.
I'm not, I know, but I think
Anybody-
I'm going to be
What's your number?
6.5.
Who's anybody lower?
No.
Liam?
No, I'm not.
I'm not either. Okay, go ahead, Tyler.
Mr. Negative.
What is turning it around? How confident am I that this team is going to go on a long playoff run this year and win the Stanley Cup? Not as confident as I was 10 days ago or 12 days ago or 13, 14, 15, 16 days ago. 16 days since the start of the season.
So indecisive.
I know.
I'm just not that confident anymore because I'm looking at a team that had no excuse to come out of the gates as flat as they have in this season, not just game to game, this season. No excuse. Training camp was long. You're the same team, more or less, as last year. There should be no chemistry issues. There should be nothing. Even this whole new defensive zone system. Ooh, you worked on it for a month in training camp. No excuses. And the fact that this team's doing this right now, it has me seriously questioning what kind of team they can be.
Alternate theory. Captain skates, tired the boys up.
A little sleepy.
Alternate theory. They're trying to help our pockets.
How?
Go ahead.
I don't know what they were to start, but right now, plus 1,400 to win the cup.
I'm not touching that.
Because you wanted to go higher.
Sure. No, because that involves more losing. I want no more pain.
I'm
just, I think, this team's not going to miss the playoffs or anything crazy like that.
He brought himself down to a nice level to it's making me feel good right now.
Right. They're not going to miss the playoffs or anything crazy like that, but it's hard to feel inspired about their chances of being up with the Vegases and the Colorados right now, isn't it?
Yes and no. This team is almost identical to what they were last year.
And they didn't beat Vegas.
But they should have. And I know you can't really do that, but that's fine. I don't care about that. But they were much better back then. And they easily could have beat Vegas.
Yeah.
They easily could have beat Vegas, right?
There's bad luck in that.
This is almost the exact same team. We've done this every year. And I said this to Wanye yesterday. Maybe he said it to me. I don't know. We're doing what we do in January, December. Maybe it was actually Jared. I don't know. We're doing it right now, though. So they can still go 1-13-1 right now.
Was it was?
No, it definitely was not.
I said that on.
They can still go 1-13-1, and I'd still think that we can still bounce out of this and win the cup, make the playoffs, and all that stuff.
1-13-1 would be really.
But that's what it was. That's what it was then 2 years ago, right? Right around Christmas, that we went 1-13-1.
Oh yeah, I think there
was that stretch.
There's 1-11-1, 1-13-1, something like that. That's what it was.
Yeah,
not last year, the year before.
Yeah,
That was right before the pandemic.
Coach too. On top of that too, we talk about goaltending's not been.
What's
great.
your number?
I think I'm a 7.5 ish. I think this team's gonna be fine ultimately, but right now, the issues they're having at the moment was somewhat similar to what they had against Vegas as well in some regards too, except they were actually able to score goals a little bit more consistently. But defensive lapses, goaltenders not making saves when you need to. It's okay, how long is this just gonna go on before somebody does something about it? And I'm not suggesting trading guys or something like that, but just players stepping up and playing well
the way they can, the way we expect.
Right now, it's been, how many games was Vegas? 6, and then also against LA, they weren't amazing. They're
finding ways to win.
They found ways to win, so I guess that's a positive out of it. So it's been 11 games now.
Yeah.
When you combine last season and this season, a very below average Edmonton Oilers hockey, and I don't think that's a good thing. If they don't figure out how to play hard on Sunday, then I think we've got a real problem on our hands here.
We're going to definitely talk about the Heritage Classic a little bit for sure, because that's coming up on Sunday. Dan, what's your number? Where are you at?
9.5.
Yes.
I do believe that the reality is this team is too good to not turn it around. But the question is it going to be a turnaround of the St. Louis Blues from years ago, where they came from the bottom barrel of the basement, and
we're pretty much there right now.
But that was in January.
Yes.
That was in January that they were at the bottom of the barrel.
Yes.
Are we going to continue down this path for a while? I don't think so. No. But in saying all that, last night was the first game I've been able to attend this season, and it's the first time I've been able to see this team play since before the playoffs last year. And there was a couple of times last night where I was transported back to the decade of darkness. And I felt that just despair of this team in the offensive zone couldn't even put 2 or 3 plays together, passes together to be able to have some structure set up. And that was with our best players on the ice. So yeah,
our best players and Matthias Janmark.
Well, there you go. And actually the one that I am having a bit of PTSD right this second was when Janmark got the puck on the goal line and couldn't do something with it. It was hard. It's hard to watch. It's really hard to watch. And then Zach Hyman came out and said it afterwards. This is an offensive team, and we're talking about defensive struggles, and we're talking about goaltending struggles, but we're also talking about the offensive struggles. Yeah. There is just nothing good on this team right now.
That's what I said. That's what I've been saying, though. I know everyone that you look at this, you want this save, you want that save. I still not even looking at the goaltenders yet. Yeah. They actually made saves in the last couple of games. We're like, holy shit. Yeah. Did the team come back and reward them for it? No, they did not.
I texted the group chat last night. I said that second goal was a glitch goal. We've seen that in EA Sports where they've had to shut that shit down.
94.
And the Edmonton Oilers couldn't do it. So that was frustrating for me. The adjustments, it's just the pieces of just tweaks. Seeing that emotion from this team to have that feeling of, yeah, I've got 9.5 that they're coming back. I still believe that they're coming back, but man, oh man, is it despair time right now.
It's tough, and then they don't seem to be very offensive. The first time we actually had some something going for us was, I think it was almost the third period when it was the McLeod line.
But even
I'd argue that was
then-
the best line all night last night.
Here's my problem with them
They have
though
been
is
all
like
year, but they can't score.
I know, yeah, they can't score. It's now
Yeah.
it's now been 7 games of like every game you're like, damn, they're buzzing and getting some looks, and then
That don't count
They're
for
flying
shit,
around the zone.
especially right
yeah,
now.
and then you just sit there
Yeah.
and you go, okay, 3 games, 4 games, 5 games, you're kind of like, you know what? Eventually pucks will go in if you keep doing this. And now you're sitting there going, oh no, they actually just might have no touch. They can't score. Ryan McLeod, I said they might as well be playing with his stick upside down.
And I think that's golly wally.
Oh, that's a Mike.
Mike
That's a
Etiquette.
Mike.
Yeah,
That's
that's definitely
That
like
was an
corrected.
accident.
he's breaking these arms.
You look at it, and we all think that Ryan McLeod's going to be this like 15 goal scorer in the league or whatever, but he's like never been a goal scorer. Dylan Holloway has 2 goals in his career, I think. And then Connor Brown is still recovering and whatever. He actually had a decent game yesterday, I thought, in
He
front
had
of the net.
2-3 really good
He's
looks.
just going to get that time and then it'll be there. But like, I just don't think our line's going to score. And I think Woodcroft is going to change it around. I think he should have changed it around before yesterday. I think Fogel should have played in that first line instead of Janmark. And I know Fogel had a chance as well early in the period, but like, what if it wasn't Janmark who had that shot in the first period?
But okay, but my counterpoint to that, Liam, is it doesn't matter if they're not going to work hard.
Yes.
Like
But
you
they
could
would-
do whatever line combos you want.
Okay, you can do that, but your 2 best chances came in the opening 5 minutes. If they score one of those, then I know this.
But they scored both of them
I was
against
gonna say,
Winnipeg
it's
and still
ironic
choked
because-
it.
I would say one man choked it.
And there's other guys on the team that are not. There's other guys on the team that are not scoring either. And I still don't. Yeah, I can't get into that. But
like,
We've all been
so
joking.
I agree with what you're saying, Liam. But at the same time, for those players, even if you don't think McLeod is going to ever score again, do the right things to get the puck towards the net for other things to happen. And that's the piece that's missing for me with that line and with this team on offense in general.
What
They're not even going after the net.
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
agree.
tag onto what Dan just said there. In my 3 key things, or post-game article that I posted this morning at Oilersnation.com, they're still not getting greasy enough for my liking in the offensive zone. If you are struggling like this, you have to peel it right back to the wood. You have to bring it back to basics, get some traffic in front of the goalie. I mean, they were fucking playing Jonathan Quick last night, and they made him look like he was 2012 Jonathan Quick. Get some traffic in front of the net, get to the crease, hack away, clean up the garbage. The Oilers are not doing any of that right now. There's a bunch of shots coming from like fluttering in from the top of the circle. Nobody in the goalie's eyes. You're not going to score at this level like that unless it's a complete fluke.
And those guys, like that second line, pretty much anybody not 97 or 29, it's on you guys right now. Like, I'm sorry, Zach's got to score more. Nuge has to score more.
Yep, he's
Kane's got to score
4
more.
games to the point for RNH.
All these guys need to score more. We're doing the exact like so. Even when we say this is the same thing that happened against Vegas in the playoffs, it was because we could not score outside of 27 and 9 or 97 and 29.
So right now, the issues with this team are
Everything.
well, no, the 3 issues.
Yeah, power
probably
play
in
sucks.
order are well, obviously McDavid not being there, bit of an issue. The depth scoring isn't scoring. We're having defensive issues in the zone, and the goalies aren't making saves necessarily when you need them.
But
So
we
exactly what it was in the
should not,
playoffs,
yeah,
no?
sort of. But we should not need our goalies to, and I'm not saying you don't need, but
I
we
know
need our
what you're gonna
goalie. We
say.
need our goalies to make saves, and I think they have. But the rest of the team is not doing anything with them. Look at that second period by Jack Campbell the other game. That dude made a whole bunch of stupid saves. Skinner threw out his leg yesterday. I don't even know that hurt my goddamn groin.
Yeah,
He
my
played
groin
very
ripped.
well yesterday.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good,
what I'm
very
saying.
well.
That we're getting our
Skinner
goal.
was not the problem.
We're getting our goaltending now. And yes, you can save this and say that. And I saw somebody say, "Oh, we need damn save." We need to play with the puck outside of our damn crease. We're terrible
It wasn't
everywhere
me
right now.
saying we need a damn save though, for what it's worth.
We need another save, but you can give
Not
me
last
1998 fucking Hasek right now, and it's not going to change anything.
The thing that I said last night on After Dark was, listen, you can point at Stu all you want, which didn't make sense last night to me at all. If you score 0 goals, you're not winning the game.
Your goaltender's not scoring any goals.
Well,
Well, has
Oh.
Stu considered that play from, what is that, Mighty Ducks? Mighty Ducks 2 with the knuckle puck.
That's true.
Just putting that out there.
Fire it from the other end.
Mhm.
Rasmus Anderson did it to Mike Smith. Why doesn't he do it to another goalie? Just saying.
Yep.
Flutter puck.
For my answer for the delicious debate, I think I'm coming in somewhere around a 7. I still feel like the Oilers are going to turn it around. This team's way too good for the results they're getting, but it needs to happen like now because I'm tired of going to bed pissed off.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
I'm getting angry. Like I'm seeing like scrums around the net and then some like little 5'8" dude from the Rangers like laughing at our players. I almost threw my damn phone through the wall.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being 5'8" though.
You're like 6'7". What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Look at this guy standing up for them. His
Shout out to the
feet are
short
bigger than
kids out
5'8". That's for low tide.
They actually kind of are.
Yeah, see? He's taller than Jared.
Oh man.
Oh, Jared taking shrapnel on the
Yeah,
podcast.
sorry, Jared. Sales guy, Jared.
I want to know what your number is. Not your real life number. That's a different number.
Yeah, come on.
That's in the negatives these days, quite frankly. I want to know.
Oilers are playing like they're shriveled up.
Uh-huh. I want to know how confident are you that things will turn around? Out of 10. What's your number? Hit us up, Owen Radio Podcast, Twitter and Instagram, or just tag us all on Twitter or whatever it's called these days.
Yeah, if you tag all 5 of us in a post, we'll probably see it. One of us will see it.
Well,
not
guaranteed.
Liam.
There's nothing that
No,
makes me
Liam may not
laugh
see it.
more than when someone will like have an Oilers take. They'll be like, I think we should trade for this guy. And then they'll go and it's like at Bob Stauffer, at Ryan Rashog, at Jason Greger. And they at like 13 members of the Edmonton media. It's like, damn, you really needed to get this off your chest. All right.
Someone's got to see it and take it to Holland.
Somebody's
But
got it.
when you look at those, when you look at the mentions, you get to see the ranking in which those media members are that they want the answer from, right?
Mhm.
Like you get to see the true colors of people there.
I don't know if one was actually. I think they just like when they're angry, just like who can I think of? Who can I think of? Oh, that guy, and who else? Oh, that guy, and that one, and yeah.
I want to look at last night's game again. Hit us up.
I
at the
don't.
number Owen Radio Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Well, we have to, Rick. That's
All
what
right,
we'll do.
fine.
Well, do you want to go over the Minnesota game instead?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah,
I think I pushed that one further out of my mind. It's like, did we play them? No.
The take that got me in trouble there is listen, Jack Campbell made some great saves.
Yep.
He still was not good in that game.
He made a couple mistakes in the third period, but the team at that point, like they're not helping. They're not helping the goaltenders, and I understand completely where you need to save and all that fun stuff, but the team in front of them is not earning that right now.
I know. I just feel like my stance was I think we're jaded from however many years it's been of never having an elite goalie. That like
The third period against Minnesota, the Oilers look like the Washington Generals.
yeah, they did.
I think I know the numbers are probably down, but if you like watch goaltending that we had with Smith and Mikko and now, I honestly don't think is that much different.
Whoa.
But I know
Smith,
the numbers probably aren't the same. But if you're just watching and you're like there were plays by Mikko, you're like, oh my. And we
Sure.
still have a couple of those.
We saw a game where he allowed in the first 4 shots of the game.
Dude, we thought in
That
the
was
first
hilarious.
memorable.
Unbelievable.
I'll never forget.
That's
Lee-
like-
where I diagnosed him as leukocostomy.
yeah.
Yep. But as a counter to Rick, but like when Mike Smith got hot, he was very funny.
100%. But this team in front of him was playing a hell of a lot better too.
Yeah, to a point.
Same kind of deal with Talbot for stretches, but we haven't had an elite goaltender since Dwayne.
But Dwayne Rosen was good for 2 months. Right? Like
True.
It was
the
an
regular
important 2
season that
months.
year was not good for Rosen.
No,
once
but
got
he
hit.
didn't come till like the deadline,
But
which
the end of that year wasn't good for him here.
No,
right?
it was not.
We signed Javi Bulin.
That was a terrible play.
Toilet noise.
I'm trying to go through
Like-
any
When was last Cujo?
that's probably the last time we've had an elite goaltender.
hold on. Tommy Salo,
Salo.
give him a
Okay,
little bit
sorry.
of a
Yeah.
What
Sal.
up
was
until the
Tommy
Belarus
Salo-
shot between the eyeballs, he was good.
elite, though, or was he?
He was
elite
their
for
national
Oilers
goaltender.
fans?
He was their national team
He
goaltender.
was the best.
Sweden's, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's fair.
He was elite.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, that's
except that that thing that happened.
Yeah, the Belarus right between the eyeballs, and yeeks.
Popped skyward.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Well, yes, downward spiral after that.
But right, I just feel like it's a natural reflex for Oilers fans. Be like, well, like we can't keep blaming the goaltending. It's got to be the team in front of them.
Yeah.
If your goalie gives up 6 goals, you can blame him. You can blame him. That's a lot of goals to give up in today's NHL.
How many other are high danger? And I know you don't have it right now, but
Well,
I know like they're high. What should be your number? What should be your save percentage on high danger chances?
oh, Rick. Yes. Thank you for walking me into this.
You're welcome.
The Oilers' high danger save percentage heading
I
into
know,
yesterday.
okay, I know it's
What do
terrible.
you-
What should
I
it be?
think-
though?
well,
Let me get my
Okay.
It was 620.
Is that
Or
bad?
sorry, 640. Second worst in the entire NHL. So
You're
those
only
are
stopping
30 seconds.
64% of the shots. Is that bad?
It is bad.
What's the best?
Second best Or sorry, second worst was Pittsburgh at a 720, almost a full 100 points.
Okay, what's the best?
The best one I looked was Demko for 28 for 28.
Yeah.
He stopped every single.
There are only 6 teams in the NHL who have a high danger save percentage as a team below 800, and the Oilers are almost below 600.
Now, okay, what about attempts and whatnot? Like, do
So
we
that
have?
is bad.
It is bad.
Oh, it's
The
bad.
Oilers give up scoring chances at 5-on-5, according to Natural Stat Trick, heading into the game against the Rangers. The Oilers give up scoring chances at the 6th best rate in the league.
So there's
How
5
is-
teams worse.
Only 5 teams better.
Yeah,
I
please.
was hoping that's what the statistic was trying to say.
No.
But no, when Greg Wyshynski put this
Yeah.
out yesterday morning, it was kind of like, oh.
So there's 4 goalies in the NHL who have a perfect
Oh,
record. at
perfect.
hiding
I can see the
chances.
list.
Oh,
This is
Two,
great.
2 of them have four hiding.
2 of them,
saves.
arguably, we made
Yeah,
the careers of.
Stolarz and Lucas Dostal.
And how many shots do they have?
They've only faced 4. So
Remember
That doesn't even
Dostal
fuck.
from
I
the
don't care
Anaheim
about
Ducks?
4.
Well, you may as well.
We give up 4 in a fucking
You
period.
may remember this gentleman from last night, but Jonathan Quick has stopped 17 of 17. I don't know if any of those came last night. I'd be shocked if they did.
Oh,
Thatcher
Janmark had
Demko-
one for sure.
Thatcher Demko is 30 for 30.
5-on-5 high danger save percentage. The best team in the league is Calgary at a 923 as a
How's
unit.
that possible? Calgary's
I-
just as bad as Edmonton.
But yet their team save percentage, their team save percentage is worst in the league. So they're only giving up low danger goals.
Demko is
So-
Marstrom is 30 for 32. Sorry.
So allow the layman in the room to just ask, like, what is a high danger scoring chance?
it is vague.
It's
And-
terrible.
and it's
Like,
not a
is this-
great
and
stat.
And the
Is this because
target
the-
moves everywhere.
Is this because the Edmonton Oilers let people walk down Main Street every game?
Yes.
Got it.
That's why I don't
Right.
100% agree with Tyler's evaluation of Tuesday's game, because it's like, okay, well, when Evan Bouchard turns the puck over right into the slot, everyone's broken down at that point, and it's not Jack Campbell's fault.
I know.
And
I
that's
think there was
where
2 goals.
But
in
there
that
were
game,
2 goals.
number
There's one he couldn't. There's one
He
that jumped
couldn't
out of his
handle the
stomach,
rebound.
and then the other
Yeah, the
one
6th one.
got pushed through him or something like that.
those
But that
both
6th one
bad.
what was the score at that point?
5-4.
Oh, never mind. Take it back.
It was a bit of a bad.
Yeah, and where there is a flaw in that stat, and that's like why maybe we shouldn't
That's
put too
terrible.
much stock into it, is if a guy does a wraparound and the goalie's there the whole time and he jams it into his pads twice, that's technically 2 high danger saves. A Connor McDavid breakaway is weighted the same as that. A defenseman throwing a pizza up the middle and giving a guy a wide open look is weighted the same as that. So it's not a perfect stat. At all.
I've said this before that we got scored on by I think it was the Islanders, Barzell, last year or 2 years ago. Dude was between the face-off circles in the slot, sniped a corner, and that was not a high danger chance.
That was the one I was trying to think of too.
And I was like, well, at this point, like,
It's a flawed stat, but when you look and it's that bad, it does give you a bit of an idea. Still,
Yeah.
like you can read between the lines. Like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins the other night was -4 against the Minnesota Wild. But when you actually go back and look at the goals, it's not really involved in the play at all. So
but we're breaking like almost every one of our goals, man. There's been like 4 mistakes before the even gets to the fucking.
I think it just really speaks to the quality of the giveaways that we give.
yeah,
They
I
are
think that's
fucking
what it
top
does.
tier.
You know
I'll
what?
tell you that
When
much.
Edmonton gives away the puck, we're giving it away in a high priority spot.
Thanksgiving every week in Edmonton.
Yes.
Like I gotta Tuesday had to be one of the weirdest games I've ever seen from a defenseman. In that, when do you ever see a guy get 3 points, which Bouchard did, and then be involved in 4 or 5 goals the other way? It was just one of the weirdest.
Wow,
nights.
it's like
Every
the Mike
mistake he
Green-
makes.
It's the Mike Green
Yeah.
days of offensive defensemen where they just throw caution to the wind in their own end. And yeah,
Well, that's not even it. They're making mistakes, just flat out bad plays. Like that thing in the
Fumble
court,
fuck the puck all
that
over
thing
the
that
place.
came out of the corner. I mean, that's not on defensive structure. That's not on anything other than one individual player needs to pick up that puck properly. Period.
He had all kinds of time too.
Yeah, and he just flat out made a mistake. That's why this is not. And I know the GM could be better. I know maybe the coaches could be better or whatever. But this right now is on anybody wearing skates needs to look in the damn mirror and put it on themselves to fix this. Nobody else is going to fix this.
What did you guys think of the comments from last night's game?
Which
I
comment?
thought that Waz's tweet about it was pretty hilarious.
What did he say?
The Oilers have more post-game F-bombs in the media than they do third-period goals.
Terrible, but good. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I want to see these guys fucking pissed off.
They should be.
Yes.
They
Pissed off
absolutely
on the
should.
Show it. I don't want to see the well,
That's
this,
what I want.
that.
Yes.
What Liam said, I want them to be pissed off on the ice.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That too.
That's my piece. Is that I think it was RCN, aka RCN, put it out there that the Calgary and the Edmonton sound bites are sounding awfully similar right now. The difference for me is that you're talking about a cup contender versus a team that is trying to make the playoffs.
A playoff hoper.
And the statements are almost identical. It's we don't give a fuck right now. Can't believe that the team, or I don't blame the fans for not giving a fuck right now. And I don't know. That's just killing me. I don't know.
I wish I could remember who it was to give them credit because it made me laugh. They just had a screenshot of like the Google scores, like Flames 3-0 to St. Louis, Oilers 3-0 to the Rangers, and then it just goes, I am enjoying Alberta hockey.
Why can't we have anything fucking nice? Finally, the Flames are playing like garbage. We should be playing the fucking best and enjoying this. And instead, we got to watch this, and I can't even enjoy the Flames fucking being a flat tire right now. It's terrible.
I saw
It is really bad. I can't enjoy any of their demands.
No, and when Calgary's playing their best, what the fuck are we? We're the bottom.
I saw
They
an
can
image
enjoy it. Why the fuck can't we?
previewing the Heritage Classic, and it's just 2 toilets on strings.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So good. I saw that too. Amazing. First of all, those TikToks are bangers.
They're so good. I sent one to Banknote a few weeks ago. Now my algorithm's full of it.
I love it. I love it. That is a great meme.
Or they'll do like bottles of booze that swing at each other.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Oh,
man,
they're dropping on the stairs.
oh, I like that guy
That's a
too.
good one. That's a good one.
Last night, I brought back the Here Come the Oilers hashtag on
Oh, I
Twitter.
saw that.
It was arguably the most fun I've had all season.
Nice.
I don't want to have fun right now.
I had to make my own fun last night.
Yes.
Like
That's what
one he was
alcohol's
at the game,
for.
so I'm on the
Humor
daddy
is
account,
coping.
and I'm just like, I need to tell jokes because I'm crying inside.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys deal with that.
Humor is coping, Rick.
How I deal with it is by bringing back a hashtag
Yeah.
that should be dead and gone.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I still have the hoodie at home.
Here
But
come
here
the
come-
Oilers.
No, Decade of Darkness.
Oh, I've got one. I don't want to pull it back out. I love that hoodie.
No, I think we have to somehow sacrifice them.
you got to
I
light
burned
him in
my
effigy.
I burned my Doug Waite hat during the second intermission of Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and it didn't help us. So
Did he even play in that game?
no, but he was a part of the Carolina Hurricanes, and
I thought he
wasn't
was going to make a
happy.
joke about it yesterday.
Yeah, I did too. I honestly thought he was going to shout it out, and then
He was kind of funny. And then there was a point where he was like, like, I want a Stanley Cup in my career. Or I thought he was going to be like, sorry about that.
yeah,
You know what? I liked his speech. It was kind of funny. And then it was like, what? Sorry, boys. I know you guys hate this.
Yeah.
Just like to the guy, that's fun.
just his mic work, their mic work inspired me to be better on my mic work.
I was hoping that at some point both Billy Guerin and Doug Waite were going to hit the
Put
ice.
the
in
jerseys
third
on?
period.
Hmm?
Could he? use them?
No offense to Dougie. I'd rather have Billy in there right now because I think that's a guy who's going to bring a bit of what I'm feeling.
I just can't wait for the Doug and Bill podcast brought to you by the
Those
Nation
two are
Network
adorable.
in 10 years.
They're the best.
We just
That's-
need Bill Guerin to stop being such a damn good GM. Once he gets fired, we can get in
We're
there.
good.
That is
Have
just-
we offered him
that
a
was
job
some of the
opportunity
best-
yet?
Some of the best audio I've heard from.
Bill, listen, I know you're busy trying to build a cup contender podcast.
Way less stress. What time did you get up in the morning? I bet guarantee is later than he got up. Well, when he's at work,
Probably, yeah.
his hours would be reduced. More family time.
Right?
Probably, very little on the weekends.
Every good NHL GM needs a side hustle.
No real travel.
Yeah.
Speaking of a side hustle, why not deliver with DoorDash?
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter the code NATION25. That's 25% off up to $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter the code NATION25. Don't forget, that's the code NATION25. Gets you 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Offer valid in Canada, subject to change. There are terms that do apply. This is going to be a difficult one, boys. Since our last podcast hasn't exactly gone well for our beloved Edmonton Oilers. They've given up 10 goals, scored 5. No, not good.
Yeah, not what you're always looking for.
So for our friends at DoorDash, though, now we got to put our thinking caps on, and you need to tell me who delivered. Who delivered for our friends at DoorDash, Liam? What do you got?
I think we just asked you the most difficult math equation ever.
Skinner last night delivered, I would say. The Rangers actually had to beat him with good goals. I think that was the only positive takeaway for me from last night was that the Rangers had to score legit goals to beat the Oilers.
Who's next? Dan, what you got? Who delivered?
For a guy that spent almost the entire season last year on the trade block, or the proverbial trade block, Warren Foegele has continued to show at least flourishes of some good stuff there. Has also had some issues, but he's delivered on some positives, which he didn't have a lot of last year.
Rick, who delivered?
DoorDash. I ordered
You
food.
didn't?
It's really good. Thank you.
Yeah, I ordered some Wendy's Nuggos on DoorDash. It was delicious.
Ding dong. That's
By the way, that was
synergy.
another part of the thing that I had the most fun last night is I was just like, I threw out a question. I was tired of the Oilers. So I'm like, how many nuggets do you think you could eat in a single sitting? I think I could do 40.
Oh,
Depends. Like I said, it depends on who's.
I'm a
Wendy's
tiny boy.
nuggets.
Wendy's, yeah, I could. Yeah, you get like I said, we get multiple sauces,
Gotta have multiple sauces.
different flavors. You don't get bored of them.
50.
Think so?
I said I'm north of 50.
They're a little bit smaller.
Maybe 12.
As a guy,
You got a
who
tiny
ate-
tummy.
a guy
12.
who ate an entire pizza in less than 2 minutes, I'm going to say 100.
I bet I could probably do more than 50, actually. So we get some?
I think
Do we
that
have
that
anything
is
else to discuss, or can we just get the
part of the
Wendy's?
plan where
yeah,
we order
it's-
in a bunch of Wendy's nuggets into the office and we see how many people can eat.
Just a
It'd be
barrel.
disgusting, but I want to see it.
And then
Oh
go
yeah,
for
we
a
could do it
run.
during a podcast.
Just have a
people love it when
body
we eat
count,
it.
like a
Ooh.
live body count going up behind you
Yeah.
too. How many nuggets you put away?
ASMR podcast.
Oh yeah, you like the hot dog eating competition.
Delightful.
Yep, I always listen to it on the radio.
Well, maybe
We're on
unlock-
YouTube. Come
maybe
on
we
now.
unlock something new there, Tyler. Who
Tyler
knows?
for DoorDash, who delivered?
Lane Peterson, 2 goals in 3 Bakersfield games. Wonder if he could deliver up here.
Do you know what he did on Tuesday? Was hit an open net. Pretty big of him.
Yeah,
Pretty big of him.
Adam Ernie couldn't. So
Kind of at the ocean right now.
I think they should take 21 away from him.
I think they should.
I think he should take his jersey away.
That's
from
like the new Woody inspirational.
I think
move,
he.
is to
I think
start
his key
taking
card
numbers.
should stop working.
Oh, the old
The
the
old
Jets.
James Harden, they call that.
Oh, the old Jets. The old
Yeah,
Jets
Jam-
video when he couldn't
Jamal
get in.
Adams.
So how about this? How about this? So we ship him back to Bako, and then we send out a little telegram out to Finland and see if we can't find a 6'4" right-handed shot Finnish player for league minimum.
I was going to say my guy who delivered is Yes Puljärvi's Halloween costume.
I thought Timu Hartikainen was in the cage.
He's a left-handed shot and probably not much more than
There's
5'11".
No way Yari Curry is coming out of retirement to help this team.
Yeah,
You think
again, he's
Yessi
like-
Joensuu is
happening.
going to come help this thing
It's
out?
not
No,
happening.
actually, fine. Yeah, good right.
Uncle Yessie
I'll
coming
take
back?
you, Winsu. He's a big body, man.
Wow.
Go get that big Finn named Yessi. Oh, Puljärvi? No, Joensuu.
Yeah, the other one.
Listen, if we can't bring back Gaetan Haas right now, when do we bring back Gaetan Haas?
Honestly,
Couple
Gaetan
years.
Haas is a better hockey player than either one of Ernie or Derek Ryan.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Tyler,
Derek
ultimate
Ryan's not
question,
having a good
Would
start.
you bring back dry toast right
No.
now?
No, there's no way.
He
He
fit in this roster.
He
you're saying?
definitely sucks more than Adam Ernie.
So did Toby.
Toby Reeder wouldn't help.
If he had only scored 10 to 12 goals, the
Yeah.
whole
But, like,
season would have been
Okay,
different.
we've now watched 18 periods of Adam Ernie playing professional hockey or doing his best to make it look
3 or
like he
4
was
good shifts. 3 or 4 noticeable shifts. Sorry, noticeable shifts. My bad.
noticeable.
My bad.
You're telling me Lane Peterson can't do this job and also give you a right shot centerman?
No, I'm not telling you that.
Thank you.
You're
Last
welcome.
season, Gaetan Haas had 12 goals and 33 points in 46 games in the Swiss League. This season, 14 games, 4 goals, 9 points.
And he got
Coming
married,
back.
so he's confident.
Bouncing back.
We've seen a lot of guys
I
throw up
think-
a lot of points in the AHL, and when they came up here, not so hot. So
My
But
We've
favorite was
also
Alex-
seen a lot of guys not putting any points up in the NHL this year. So
My favorite was Alexander Giroux. You remember that guy?
He would
Okay.
do like 130
He was
points in the
nails
AHL.
in the AHL.
I thought for sure you were gonna drop Lander.
Me too. Yeah, I
Well,
thought you were
he
on
was-
Lander.
I was gonna bring up Giroux because I didn't know if you were gonna go back far enough. But yeah, no, Giroux was like the best player in the AHL. He got up here and he was like, "What hand do I shoot with?"
Future Oilers captain Anton Lander.
Who said that?
A lot of people.
Yeah, more than
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Because
He was supposed to.
the only young player that might
No, I
develop.
remember it was supposed to be his leadership qualities with
Yep.
Sweden, and he was the captain at the World Juniors. There was a whole storyline going to Anton
Yep.
Lander.
I looked up Alexandre Giroux.
Best AHL season. What was it?
Best AHL season.
Grand Rapid Griffins.
103 points.
With Hershey, right?
Yeah, 50 goals.
What year was that? Surrey's year?
That was 2010. Then the next year, he had 32 goals and 78 points for Oklahoma.
Guy was.
That's when he was a part of us. And what year was that?
2011.
And
Was
we
that
called
the
we called him up for a bit,
lockout?
right?
Yeah, he played 8
No, that
games,
was New
scored
Sheffield.
1 goal, had 1 assist. He had 48 games played in the NHL, 6 goals, 12 points.
12-goal pace. He could have banged.
That's all I got. I don't even know.
Alexander
I don't
Giroux.
even know what this league was he played in. Thetford. No, that might be an English league.
Huh.
The LNAH.
You just made that up.
Is that French?
Never ever.
Just a beer league.
When the L starts at when the L's at the
Liga.
beginning,
Yeah,
I usually think it's a French thing.
that's right. He played 5 games. And
Well, you've seen it. How
Oh my
happens?
god! Did you see that kid on Twitter? That person on Twitter the other day who was like, "Oh my god, Fanatics jerseys suck. Look at this Habs jersey, and it's the LNH in the NHL." And the person just got roasted on Twitter. They're like, "You're an idiot."
Good, they deserve it.
Well, things are not going well, gentlemen. We're Googling Alex Giroux's old results, seeing what Gaetan Haas is up to.
Just checking in on a few old
In case you were ever unsure if we actually prepped for this podcast,
I have a whole list of prep that I just don't want to talk about. What do you want to go do next then, Tyler? I will go
game on Sunday.
Connor Brown,
Oh.
no points through 7 games. Do we waive him?
No.
No.
That came up so many times in the After
Okay.
Dark chat last night.
So that, and people rip me sometimes when I do this on Twitter. You need to be careful of how you manage relationships in the
Of
NHL.
course you do.
If you get a reputation of
course
being
you
an
do.
organization that punts guys to the side, you're in trouble. And the rebuttal today in the chat on our live show was Vegas does it. Where would you rather be right now, here or Vegas?
Like, are you asking me a philosophical question?
Just
'Cause,
right now, if I could teleport you to Vegas from here in the snow, would you go?
to Vegas right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah, okay, that's why Vegas can do it, because everyone wants to be in Vegas. Edmonton can't do that.
I'll go see the big ball thing.
I'm
Mhm.
very curious about that, actually. The sphere.
But like, you can't waive Connor Brown. Also, the guy, like his agent now runs the team. Jeff Jackson's not letting that happen.
oh, yeah.
Now,
Jeff Jackson signed that deal from the other side. He's not
Well,
letting it happen.
Tyler ruined everybody's dreams. Sorry. I had it on my list.
I think that's just
Connor Brown's
such a
been fine.
ridiculous thing to think. To
Tyler
say.
said I did no prep, but I did.
Fire Dustin Schwartz. Good Lord. Yeah. No, win 12 in a row. If they do that, that's the only thing they need to do. Dummies.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
But it's funny, isn't it, that we all complain about this new system that they've implemented and all that stuff.
I'm not.
And if
I'm
they
not.
got a new goalie coach,
It's another new
then
system.
teach the goalies new different things.
Also,
So realistically, they would probably get worse.
also a head coach.
Well, here's the problem, Rick. According to Italian Geo today.
Well, this is what I'm saying. People are like pointing at
not an NHL coach. by the
people are
way.
pointing at guys that aren't on the ice. Well, I promise you right now, Dave Manson and Woodcroft are not training anybody to cough up the puck in the corner to put it in front of the fucking net. That is not a fucking thing.
I just
Right now, it's guys with skates on their feet need to look in the mirror, and that's the only thing that's going to fix this.
Yeah, I don't think that's a drill they do.
my thing with
They
coaching,
should maybe, just all set them up in the Hall of Fame room, just a big mirror. And they
Sit
all have
there
to
for 10
and
minutes.
Stare at themselves.
It's like timeout.
my thing for coaching across any sport is seeing adjustments out of the team coming out of the tunnel, whether it's a change in the mentality of that team, whether it's a new spark. That's what I look for coaching, and I'm just not.
But you don't like it though, because what that is changing lines, and you've already said you don't like the changing of lines.
No, that doesn't have to necessarily be changing lines. It can just be the way that the coach communicates with his team in the locker room. I just don't see it.
See, and
So
I
get it.
think communicating needs to be consistent. You can't go off. You can't just go off. Sometimes your players need to know who they're dealing with, right? So if
I
you're a
think-
teacher, you're a father.
Yeah.
You need to communicate with them essentially the same way all the time, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You give them an iPad and
No,
let them
but-
raise themselves.
But see, at the same time,
Television in the 80s.
as the person that's leading the ship, sometimes you have to be the one that comes in and just tears the strip off of them
Mhm.
and wakes them up to what's going on. And I haven't seen a team wake up yet this year.
But
I haven't seen the Oilers wake up
do you
this
think
game.
that Woodcroft has not gone in the room and like
I
raised
don't
his voice? I know there's
I
no
don't
chance
know.
we
I can't
no,
say
and I
that.
agree with you there. I
Yeah.
agree with you. We don't know that, but
Yep.
do you think yes or no? Do you think yes or no? I
I
think
would say no.
I
because
think
this
there's
team
no
has
chance
not
he
done
hasn't.
Shit.
I think there's no chance he hasn't fucking. I want to see him Hal McRae a telephone right now for the old people to know
at
that
what
reference.
Point, watching the first 6 games of the season, have you said, "Damn, that's the team that I want to see"?
We haven't. Well, a little bit in Nashville, but that's it.
But like even
First-
then,
first
No,
Okay.
I wasn't jacked up after it. I was like, no, you got to
Just
win the
like-
next game in order to me.
At least I saw them score.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just haven't
Oh,
seen, I
okay.
haven't seen him come out and
Huge.
be like, oh shit, we're gonna lose this game and we got to try and try.
The thing that
I would
bothers
say
me the
third period Winnipeg would be the only time.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The thing
Fair
that
enough.
bothers me the most is last year. Let's say the Oilers are down by 2 goals going into the third period. You had a belief that this team, if they get a quick one, they are coming right
they're
back in.
fucking getting
Right
poked.
now, there is none of that.
There's none.
Zero.
None of it.
We are talking about a team that's gone through 7 third periods with only 1 goal scored. They're being outscored 10-1 in the third period. Would have been 11 had it not. I can't believe that kicking goal got called back last night, to be honest.
I can like I still and I sit there and I watch like his foot moved forward. Yes, it did not cross
Yeah.
like a baseball swing. It would have been considered a check swing, but he still started the kick. And so I mean, I think it was a pretty easy one to call.
I agree, and people were comparing it to the Mark Stone one in the playoffs in last season. I think it was last season.
Is that when he's stopping? I think
I think
his back foot stopping and is already traveling.
Yeah.
It was a different play, and it
But
was funny because
also-
Louis like it's not enough of a kick. Well, no one said it has to be a 10 out of a 10 kick.
People were comparing it as if it was the call that was made in Edmonton was the wrong call, and they wanted the consistency. It's like, well, no, that other call was wrong, and they got it right.
Yeah.
Tonight or yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good goal.
I
Yeah,
can
no.
see, and I
just
can
think it's
understand
stupid.
that.
You should be able to kick it.
I just
If
and
your
I-
skates on the ice, you should be able to kick it.
Yeah.
Then you should be able to
Too.
smack a soccer ball with your hand
I just-
and count the
Oh,
goal.
Rick, don't be silly.
I just think that the piece with the puck is that when the skate continues to go past the motion of the puck. Do you know what I mean? Like the puck didn't go through the skate continued on. That tells me that it was a kick.
But you can actually kick something and stop your foot touching it, right?
And I think
You know
that
what I
should be
mean?
allowed,
That's
personally, because that's a redirection at that point. If the skate doesn't move forward after that point, that's a redirection.
no, because it's still considered a kick. I can like if I could make like a soccer kick with no follow through and still be a kick, and that's kind of why I thought that goal last night was not going to count.
I want to talk about
Anyways,
the Heritage Classic a little bit.
boring coverage here.
Coming up on Sunday, we've got the outdoor game. 2 teams limping in to the Heritage Classic, both riding 4-game losing streaks right now. The good news is someone does have to win, provided a meteor doesn't strike the building during a 0-0 tie.
If the
Yeah, I was
Oilers,
going to say don't test the universe right now. Somehow neither team's going to win.
I'm
We'd
gonna
all-
watch it coming down.
We'd
My
all be
last tweet will
there, so
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna watch the meteor coming down. My last tweet will be like, "Fuck, I should have said that on the podcast."
Great, it's going to be plus 27 now.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a street hockey game.
if the Oilers get blown out by the Flames, I said this for the pod, I'm done. No more.
Do you think people
Back
said
to
it was
Jersey
way
City.
more conviction
Yeah, I was
or
going to say, hold on, you got to finish that.
I'm out. No more content.
I wonder how if someone could throw a jersey on the ice at Commonwealth
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap mine around a boulder and throw it.
or a media.
Yeah, just as it's coming down.
Get out.
Yeah, if they can't find a way on Sunday, then we might be in some trouble.
If the
Are we
Oilers
in
can't
must
get
win?
themselves motivated to play in front of 50,000+ people against the Calgary Flames in Edmonton, we've got major issues.
So I have to think at this point there's confidence issues from within.
Without doubt.
yeah,
So and I don't like and
This snake bite is
I don't
real.
think it's a motivation thing. I know they don't come out like banging their head against the boards like we want to see sometimes. Like I want to see that, but I think right now just nobody believes in themselves, and I don't know what it's gonna like. I mean, we had a relatively easy game against Nashville, right? So that's one that freebie, the slump buster, if you will. And what happened afterwards? So I don't know what to expect right now, but
If no one believes in them, then damn it, they can believe in
and
themselves.
if Calgary's got this crazy numbers about high danger scoring percentages,
So shoot from the perimeter.
we are fucked.
No, that means they're due to start giving some up.
Ooh, I like that.
You can spin anything whatever way you
The
want
Oilers
to.
are due to start scoring third period goals at some point.
Question for you, the Big Milk.
Go
You
ahead.
mentioned there 50,000 fans. Do we think that we're going to have
Yes.
50,000 of us there?
I think
Yes.
so.
How about
Yeah?
the stadium?
Yes.
In
60s?
2003,
60s.
it was 57,000 attended that 2003 game.
57.
And that was before they shrunk things.
And I think for that one, they had a temporary bleacher on the field that they won't have for this one.
I don't remember.
I feel like that was.
They
I know
had
there's still a lot of tickets
so
for that.
they had tents or whatever on the opposite end of the scoreboard, but there's no seats there. That's kind of where like the teams go in, right? So it did not lose. You did not lose any seats out of that. I don't remember if the kids area was like just the other end zone where we used to sit as when we got tickets from school.
Are you guys having fun?
I know this is not right.
If you Google search 2002 Heritage Classic. You do not get anything about the Heritage Classic.
Because it wasn't in 2002, it was in
Yeah.
2003.
But it's just a bunch of
It's
motorcycles.
just a motorcycle race, yeah.
I thought it was 2002. Oh, that would make 20 years. Got it.
Even better.
Hang on,
now
go
that
check
you
From
have
now on, we have to have
motorcycles.
his computer set up to the television. So when something happens, we can just,
Yeah.
I see what's
though.
looking.
Like I thought, you can type stuff in wrong and it would still like show up in the picture. There was nothing. It was also pretty much always the same picture.
I-
There was a big bleacher.
I want everybody to give a quick key to victory for Sunday. What do you got,
Um,
Liam? You're studying the 2003 version. Oilers Habs. It was cold as fuck. I wasn't there.
It was freezing. I'm still cold.
My key to victory would be earn it.
Adam
It's
Ernie?
not terrible.
Earn it.
Oh,
Ernie it.
Tyler,
Mike.
give me a key to victory. We got to turn this thing around, boys.
Effort. That's all it is. It's just effort with them.
Dan, what you got?
I think it's score first and score lots in the first period. I think come out, beat them in that first period, and then we'll be able to coast and plant that seed of dope.
Yeah, if you can get 3 goals, I think then you'd be fine. 2 goals, I still think we're scared. You got to play on your toes. You got to play for. You got to be aggressive. If they're not playing aggressive, they're playing passive. We're. I know Calgary's not great, but if they're going to play passive, most teams in the league are going to beat us right now.
I'm going to say simplify things. You got to dumb it way down.
Yeah.
Get bodies in front of the net. Get people in Markstrom's face. Hack away at the garbage. Be garbage men out there. Embrace the trash goals because they are doing none of that right now, and it drives me nuts.
You
What
know,
do
I'm
you call garbage men in England?
Bin men.
Binmen. You got to be binmen.
I like that. The bin men.
Also,
was that a T-shirt?
binmen?
bin boys.
The
Hey.
binnies.
The binnies? Is that what you'd call it?
No.
The bin boys.
I had a question. Both these teams obviously struggling right now. They should be right pissed off. Do you think we're going to get like a really spicy BOA
I hope so.
tomorrow?
I would love to.
It's hard to tell because it's an outdoor game,
Yeah.
right?
And they don't have their one little shit disturber.
Oh yeah, Anderson can't
Yeah,
play.
Rasmus Anderson's out.
They're elite.
He can't
they're
play,
elite
and he's not allowed to play.
You think Connor's going to play on Sunday?
Yes.
He's skating already, so I think so. Here's my question I had to Frank today, and you didn't really agree with me either, Liam. But let's say Connor McDavid's like 90%. I think everyone would agree you don't want to push him and have him get more injured, right?
Mhm.
What's more valuable? 6 minutes of Adam Ernie or having McDavid just for the power play? Like you just dress him over Ernie and have him on the bench.
Yep.
And be like, power play, go.
Okay, I'm in with that.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Do you have Jay's email?
I
You
just
send him
think
an
there's
email?
ways
Jay-Z?
to-
It's probably Jay@Oilers.com.
If Connor's
JW.
90%, we gotta rest him. Like at this point, I know that the scoreboard, like it's not good. Nothing's good, and that's bad news for this team moving forward. But we need Connor McDavid healthy, and
90% is healthy for a lot of players.
I've got feelings of Sidney Crosby in his Winter Classic.
Completely
rushing back from his
different.
concussion. Of course it is. But still, you're gonna have Calgary Flames that are gonna take advantage of that now. Rasmus Anderson isn't out there, but there's Flames that would be going after Connor for that shit. So
They
I
can't
don't
keep
know.
up. It depends on what his actual injury is. Okay, so if it's like a core injury, then I want extra rest because I remember going back and watching a guy like Martin Havlat who fought abdominal core injuries for 3-4 seasons because it never really got better. So
What
if
a
that's
pull.
the issue, then
Martin
yeah,
Havlat, that's a fucking great pull.
thank you. If that was the issue, then that's what I'm afraid of. If it's something outside of that, you try and stop him. What are you gonna do? Like you can take his skates away.
Scratch him.
He's like, fine.
I would scratch him. If the doctors have told me that he's 90%, I'm scratching him.
Yeah, see, 90%, you're playing.
I don't want to risk it outdoors. Outdoors is the
It's gonna be
is
like
the
2
X factor.
degrees.
Doesn't matter. It's still an X factor for me.
No, it's 2
there's
degrees.
different
It's gonna be like a
sightlines.
cold arena.
There's more chances of accidents and mistakes happening out there. The ice is not going to be great quality.
Are you telling me the ice makers are not very good at their job?
Say it to their
think that
face.
this is gonna
Yeah.
be I think
That guy was the guy. That guy was from Edmonton to start.
In Edmonton this year is going to be challenging for them. For
How
sure.
so?
Because I can't imagine that they didn't plan for this. Now, I mean, we've seen it happen in California. We've seen it happen in LA. Those were planned for hot weather.
LA's in
games.
California.
We've seen it happen in Anaheim. You've seen it all over. You've seen it in Vegas.
There you go.
This guy, he's making my microphone work go off the
Are
board.
you
too.
referencing the Bakersfield Condos
Yes.
Storm game?
The storm game, yeah, the
Could
rain.
happen.
Oh, in
So
the
I just-
rain.
So I think that this is going to be a challenging one for them. I don't put it past them. They're obviously very good at what they do. But yeah, I'm not putting Connor out there.
Yeah, see, I think the ice will be just fine. I think we've seen other ones where it's snowing and it's raining and they've dealt with it and it has not been terrible. If you know our weather, you're gonna see a lot of variations of cold and a little bit of warm. I think they're built for that. They'll be fine. I think it's gonna be relatively dry. Nothing's
like when we went to Winnipeg.
Yeah, it was sunny as shit. We had to stay up there and drink beer forever.
I remember the sun delay. That was great.
Yeah.
We drank the place out of booze. But like,
it was fine.
yeah, it was fine.
Look at the pictures.
It was minus by puck drop though, wasn't it?
And it
Probably by a
will be again
bit.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
But that's what it's going to be on. Yeah, it's a
high of +1, but like probably by puck drop.
What's the
it's gonna
low?
drop -2. So.
So
when I was
perfect.
looking at the hour by hour just on Google Weather, it actually looked like it's going to get warm by puck drop. Like puck drop's like +1, +2.
Ooh, shorts.
What did Evander Kane say?
Yeah, I saw he was reading the weather.
Yeah, Weatherman Kane. Side quests.
I hope he has a couple goals in his forecast.
Score prediction for Sunday's Heritage Classic.
6-1 Oilers.
4-2 Oilers.
You always steal my answer. I had to go first.
4-2 Oilers. Let's go.
4-5 Oilers. I don't know. why I
4-5
said that.
Oilers.
That was a weird way to say that. But I
No,
like
do you know what? Screw that.
Uh-oh.
4-0 Oilers.
I'm gonna
Four
go.
fluffers from Jacob Markstrom too.
I'm gonna say 5 rip oil.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Little
Don't-
positivity.
Oh.
Nation Dan, what do you got?
Dan.
Don't do it.
No idea.
He wants to do it.
My water
wants to
bottle's
do
all
it.
metal, buddy.
Oilersnation Radio.
I'm gonna say Edmonton Oilers 3, Flames 2.
There we go.
Just please don't be overtime.
Are we needs to be stew on Sunday?
Yeah, it's gonna be Steve.
I don't
Like,
even know.
Even
at
from
this
the
point.
perspective of like local boy, you give him his Heritage Classic start, right?
He's got the
Yeah,
Grand
that's
Fear
fair.
pads.
And they look great.
Yeah.
I'm kind of indifferent, but I hear you from a storyline.
Yeah,
And
no,
he
I'm
played
in the
good
same.
against the
I'm in
Rangers.
the same spot. I think the goaltenders have been relatively the exact same.
So you give
yeah.
your young franchise goalie the Heritage Classic.
Yeah.
Don't do a Canucks. Remember when they sat Luongo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They had fake snow. There was indoor.
I know.
It was indoor at BC Place. They had like cute or like cotton swabs on the side. Look at the snow.
That
Come on.
that was dumb. as hell.
Terrible.
And
Wait,
didn't
was
the
that one?
2011?
BC's
2002.
yeah.
Just look up BC Place outdoor game.
Yeah, outdoor game.
Outdoor, indoor game.
I did.
The dome.
It might have been. Was it a
Those
heritage?
Canucks-
Because they were in those maroon.
the
those
millionaires
maroon
ones,
Yeah.
Why?
But and they played
Montreal, I
who?
think.
Oh yeah, no, Ottawa.
Oh, weird.
Why the hell that the Canucks?
Yeah,
have-
they feel bad for Ottawa.
Yeah.
Natural rivals, the Ottawa Senators.
Both teams with historic histories.
Silver
Franchise
Sevens.
histories.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Cool
Ottawa
jerseys,
is
though.
seriously historic.
Those millionaires jerseys look cool as hell.
How are the Senators on their third arena since the 90s?
The Sens are?
Yes, because they started on one, then they went to whatever they're in now, and they won a third one.
No, it's they want a third one.
Yeah, are they not working on a third one already?
I don't know.
Is that just because Canada is like way out?
I have no idea. It's ridiculous.
Pretty sure it's like an hour out of.
I think
Probably-
that's where they're looking.
Yeah.
It's like driving a Red Deer for a game. It feels like,
That sounds stupid.
you know.
Unless you're going for a Red Bulls game, then
They're
it
going
makes
for a
sense.
third arena to answer your question though, because Eugene Melnick is dead.
R.I.P. Jack Max
Yeah, Jack Max will have to tweet
128345664. I think that's one of our best episodes of the pod that I can remember is when we found that account and we're just reading the tweets.
So good. So good. You've been quiet lately. For our friends at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino, races every Friday and Saturday. It's time for Ask the Idiots. Maybe it's Friday night. You want a little pick me up? Oilers making you sadsies? Head on out to Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. A couple of shekels on the ponies, down a couple of shekels on the tables, back up for the buffet. You're having yourself a Friday.
You completely ignore the fact they have alcohol
You could have a cocktail.
or more.
A horse-sized beer.
Oof, now we're talking.
Mm-hmm. They don't call me horse because I run fast. Ask the Idiots. Question number 1. Across the room. Nation Dan, you were sitting all the way across from me. I'm going to start for you. This one just says, just an Oilers fan on Twitter wants to know, do you take more of a poor me approach or an I'm an idiot for loving this team approach in regards to being an Oilers fan right now?
No, I definitely don't take the victim mentality. I guess I'm an idiot. If I'm gonna do one of those
It
two
is Ask the
answers,
Idiots after
yeah,
all.
I am an idiot, and I'm happy and I'm proud of it.
I'll jump in next. I am also an idiot. I don't feel poor me. I make this choice. I love the Oilers.
Hold on, because I feel
It hurt
like
my feelings, but I still love them.
over the long term, I agree with you. But if you just jumped on board this year, then it's not really a woe me, but it's like, what's wrong with this team? Like, I got involved and they're letting me down type of thing. There's a lot of people said we're going to be a very good team this year. So, yeah, over the long run, if you talk about Decade of Darkness, yeah, I'm an idiot. But this year on a single, I think it's just not really woe me, but the team's letting you down right now.
Tyler, are you an idiot? Or
Yeah,
is it
I'm like
woe is
Dan.
me?
I'm like Dan. I'm really neither of those. I'm usually like God, this team pisses me off. So I guess in that case, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Liam, you dumb or are you sad? Or are you dumb and sad?
Oh, I'm sad.
Bit of both. I'll go with the flow here, and I'll say idiot too.
I'm going to say, again, second answer, poor me. The Oilers are doing everything they can to hurt my feelings, and they're not considering me at all, so woe is me. Rick, you're up next. You are sitting right beside me. This one comes in from Ryan. What is more painful, talking about the team and hearing from friends during a slump like this or during the Decade of Darkness?
This. We became like numb to everything in the Decade of Darkness, and there were a lot of years where there really was no. It was pretty stupid of me to have positive thoughts going into it. So this one, yeah, no, it's this right now.
Tyler, what's worse, covering the Oilers during a slump like this or doing it during the Decade of Darkness?
Expectations ruin everything. So it's this. Like this just it sucks. Like you're not going into the game, at least in the Decade of Darkness. It was like, who's gonna play well tonight? Whatever. If they play good, you're kind of like, oh, sweet. That was cool. Maybe we got something to be excited about. This just sucks. It sucks. Because now even when they start winning, it'll be like, good, you're supposed to. I don't even think I'll enjoy it that much.
No, yeah, you're not going to hear too much. Got to be till they get over 500.
Fuck, it is dark in here today, boys. Liam?
Yeah, right now it sucks.
The thing about covering the Oilers during the Decade of Darkness, and I wrote hundreds of articles during that time, was, like Tyler said, if they won, it was kind of like, yay, that's fun. But we also made a bunch of fun out of how bad they were.
Well,
this one is just really painful because they're supposed to be good and their start has been so bad.
There's
we were
nothing
talking
fun.
about the fucking draft prospects in October.
we spoke about the
During
draft
the
today.
Decade of Darkness. I don't know. I got
to ask about the
It
draft
was
a
at
little time
least
today.
November. Come on. We usually got to at least Halloween.
No, we knew who we were looking at first overall right at the start of the season every year. Like, I don't know. This is tough. It's tough, but I feel like a little bit of recency bias might be leaking into this answer just because we know this is going to turn around. It's been 2 weeks of toughness. The Decade of Darkness was miserable 82 game seasons where you knew nothing good was happening afterwards.
I'm pretty sure it was the second Aiken season where the Oilers were out by Halloween.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like, well, it's going to be a grind, but away we go.
It's so, yeah, for me, the answer is the Decade of Darkness was always going to be more miserable than what we got here.
For our friends at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino, Liam, I'm jumping in the middle.
All right.
If you could choose any player to have a significant career season comparable to Nuge's increase in output last year, who would be your pick? If you could pick anyone.
Donnell Nurse.
Oh, great pick. I love that answer. You know what? I'm stealing Liam's answer. That's a great one. That's better than what I would have said. Dan, what you got?
Can you ask the question one more time?
Just like if somebody you could pick anyone to have like a huge year like Nuge did last year, blow out their career highs in every aspect, who'd it be?
Jack Campbell. Because
Another great answer.
I think you shut down the world and you got a goalie.
Another great answer. Tyler, who you got?
That was going to be mine. So instead, I will go with Ryan McLeod. Can you imagine if we had like a 25 goal third line center? Oh, unreal.
Who you got, Rick?
Well, Dan took my answer again, so I'm going to go with Evander Kane. If we get that one guy who can go over there and snipe goals for us, things would be a little bit different.
It's like, yeah, if he pops him like 48.
just scoring from the top of the circles.
And just to be different, like Darnell Nurse, I really like that answer. I'm going to say Connor Brown just because, man, people are piling on this guy and he's been here for 2 seconds.
Poor Connor Brown.
Welcome to Edmonton.
Welcome to Edmonton.
He's sitting here. He's like, shit, Arizona offered me $8 million guaranteed. I'm an idiot.
Last question for our friends at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. I'm jumping to you, Tyler, because you are a candy boy like myself. What is the best and worst Halloween candies?
Worst candy corn. Just no hezzy on that from me. That shit is disgusting. The best needs to be sour.
No hezzy.
No hezzy.
Liam picked up on one word from that sentence and it was not comfortable for him.
The look on his face too. Hezzy.
Hezzy.
I would like you to isolate that audio, please. That was good.
Anything sour. Sour Patch Kids, Sour Cherry Blasters. Don't care. If it's sour, I want it.
Wow.
Rick, best and worst Halloween candy.
I'm not much of the candy guy, but there's those little toffee things, the individual wrapped ones.
Like the orange wrapper?
Yeah, those two. But even the ones you could see through,
The
they were
caramels.
terrible. Yeah, they were terrible back in the days. But the candy I liked the most from Halloween was definitely Rockets.
Oh yeah.
Really?
When I was a kid, yeah. Chocolate is not a candy bar, but I'm going with candy and not chocolate.
Dan, best and worst.
Worst is going to be. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on it now. Holy. Oh, it's Peeps. Peeps found a way to come out of Easter and become a nightmare at Halloween. I saw this in my kids' candy last year. They have like little pumpkin Peeps. So Peeps, you're the worst. Best for sure, and this is going to date me, but The Simpsons put out candy whistles when I was a kid, and it was like in the shape of a Simpsons character, and it was like a lollipop, but you could also use it as a whistle. And I loved it.
Okay, it's the stick. That's the. I was like,
Yeah,
where are you go?
and
Okay,
and
no,
it was
I
like a
remember the
slide,
whistle.
yeah,
So
you
I
had a
remember the
slide
whistle
whistle.
suckers. That's fine.
Liam, best and worst Halloween candies for our friends at Central Mile Racetrack and Casino.
This is a personal decision and not something many people will agree with. But
Okay, we're
I
gonna
don't
fight
like
'em.
Reese's Pieces.
What?
Agreed.
Reese's
So-
Pieces are not as good as Reese peanut butter cups.
Well,
not even in the
so-
same.
Okay, well, that's
All of them garbage.
That's yes.
No, peanut butter cups
None
are
of them
dope.
are
I'll
for
murder
me.
peanut butter.
You can't perfect the wheel here, you guys. You know, you ask Reese peanut butter cups to do better than Reese peanut butter cups.
How
They
can
can't do it?
Sorry, but Liam, back to you.
The best. I'm with Tyler. I like the sour stuff. I like getting a little hyper.
Like
You just get a
warheads,
little
kind of.
silly?
You guys
No,
warhead?
Oh,
no.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
not-
Tyler, a big
no.
warhead.
I want to
Okay.
fuck up my taste buds for a week. Does look okay.
Yeah,
Clip
like
it, clip it.
I like to eat so many sour things that you get that weird like roof of your mouth is kind of raw.
Yeah.
Please get an
Elon.
isocam of Tyler's face when I said warhead. Warhead.
Or just then, whatever that was.
I just saw that on screen.
Don't forget, that's always on YouTube. People can go get that.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I ate cat food. That video's on the internet.
If you go to 1 hour and 1 minute on the YouTube video, you'll see Tyler's face.
Just wrap it up really quick here. Best or worst Halloween candy is candy corn. Great pick. When I was a kid, I used to walk around and then there was like people that would give you like a small bag of pennies. That was terrible. Get your fucking raisins out of my bag.
What about Tootsie Rolls?
I love Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like
Goated.
those either.
Love
Goated
Tootsie
with
Rolls.
the sauce.
I love.
With the sauce?
You
I
are
know.
very your lingo
I
today
know.
is all over the map.
Goated.
What sauce do you put on Tootsie Rolls?
You don't. It's just a saying, guys.
Oh, goated.
Fuck,
Oh, I feel
Grandpa.
But that doesn't make
best-
sense.
I'm with the boys. Anything sour, but if I can really nail it down, sour dinosaurs. Come on.
Okay.
Elite.
Those gummy worms are
Sign me
okay.
up.
Elite.
Somebody needs to bring back Sodalicious.
Oh,
Just
I forgot
saying.
about those.
Just say, not really a Halloween candy, but
Are you sure they're not still available?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it at my local grocery store.
We're going to bring Kennedy in right now for the Kennedy quotes game. While Dan's fetching her for the studio, I will tell you that there's only one thing better than sharing memories, and that's making new ones with our friends at Alberta Blue Cross.
Oof.
What's happening right now? Liam just left.
No, he's had enough.
He's-
wasn't that.
Here she comes, I think. All right.
happens when you do a blind reveal?
Wearing a dry settle
Alberta
jersey for
Blue
his birthday.
Cross travel insurance protects your memories and more wherever travel takes you. Visit ab.bluecross.ca for more information. Of course, Alberta Blue Cross is the official provider of travel insurance for all the trips that we do, including the nation vacation down to Seattle in a few weeks. What are you doing over there?
So Delicious was discontinued in the 90s.
R.I.P.
Just one other thing too. I just on the mic etiquette stuff.
Yes.
I left the room. That doesn't count for the
I
for
also-
people listening.
Again, hit us up. If you hear any of us with shitty mic etiquette, we're going to come up with some punishments for the boys. I've got Kennedy in here for Alberta Blue Cross. We're going to play Kennedy's quotes game. You all know how it goes.
My stool was removed, so maybe I'm going to share this mic really awkwardly. Yeah, love that for us. Okay, starting off strong. Number one, you got to sit in that bathroom, turn the hot water on, start smashing them red wines, and keep yourself hydrated.
That's an easy one.
Oh,
Whoa.
Ooh, or is it a trick
I
question?
think it might be a trick.
Okay, so yeah, it has to be a trick.
Say that one more time.
You got to sit in that bathroom, turn the hot water on, start smashing them red wines, and keep yourself hydrated.
I think there's two people on this podcast who like to be pretty descriptive.
Mm-hmm.
I
Was.
think I just
Number
got it
two.
right.
Number two, more like cone milk.
Okay.
Cone milk?
That was a bad joke.
I already know the
That's one
exact
guy.
context of that one.
Come on.
Okay, number three, Well, none of you guys were wanted. All your teams gave up on you. Ruthless.
Well, that is mean.
Ruthless.
Could be, yeah.
Okay, number 4, Mike Smith. Do you think, I'm going to go on a tangent for a bit. Do you think he's a little bit unlikable?
Okay.
Number 5, it really tickled me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
A nice one. And number 6, he takes the Mike Smith against the world, fuck the haters approach.
It's lined up well, I think.
I'm not feeling very good again.
He takes the Mike Smith against the world approach.
There was an F-bomb in that too, I think.
Which one of you rascals has been swearing? These are all was, aren't they? Was.
Okay, I don't know which one Liam said, but
I don't feel
I
good
don't
about
feel
this one
very good
today.
about any of them
I'm
except
feeling
I
okay.
just wrote
The
down
first one.
letters.
Normally I feel pretty good, but not today.
Question number 1, Kennedy.
You got to sit in that bathroom, turn the hot water on, start smashing them red wines, and keep yourself hydrated. This is the quote.
It's not 0.00 right now.
Yeah, that's just a coffee.
Here's the key. It's a lot of steam. You got to sit in that bathroom,
Ooh.
turn the hot water on,
Wow.
start smashing them red wines, and keep yourself hydrated.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Unexpected.
Dan comes
Yeah.
with bagged milk.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was like reading that back, I was like, that's a BM quote.
There you
Well,
go.
that was my 6 and 0.
Okay, number 2, more like cone milk, BM.
I believe this is from when Tyler would be describing a night that we had together in Jasper where I stole a traffic cone.
Agreed. Me.
I said Tyler.
I said Tyler as well.
I had BM.
Here's the quote.
Cone on his head, and it says more like cone. Like bagged milk with a cone on his head, and it says more like cone milk.
I was having hashtag fun.
Hashtag- That's also a good one-liner.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3.
Knew it. Nailed it.
Well, none of you guys were wanted. All your teams gave up on you.
I went with Rick.
I said bagged milk.
I said
Dan.
Dan, but now I'm feeling like this is from the Jasper episode.
I feel like it's you actually. So, but I think it's Dan.
I feel like it's something I said.
Here's the quote.
What are you referring to though?
The team that they created through the expansion draft.
Well, for
Like,
the
the
first year,
turnover's
for
been-
the first year though, you could sit there and go, "Well, none of you guys were wanted. All your teams gave up on you.
Yeah.
Like, come together."
Rick.
Thank you.
Damn. All right.
Did not expect that.
Okay, number 4. Mike Smith, do you think, I'm going to go on a tangent for a bit. Do you think he's a little bit unlikable?
I went with Dan, but I have no idea.
I said Rick.
I said BM.
I have Dan.
This is the most confident I've ever been in an answer. It's me. I know it's me.
The old boy.
I love it.
Here's the thing. And I talked about this yesterday on my podcast too. It's like Mike Smith is, do you think, I'm going to tangent for a second. Do you think he's a little bit unlikable? Just
Wow. I thought that was me.
I like how you doubled down on like this. I've never been so confident in my life.
So before that, you were gonna quit if you got that wrong.
I want to. I was so confident that
Look
I
out
thought
for-
I was the one who initiated
Look out for
that
Zannies.
conversation.
Tyler's coming back.
Big win for Kennedy. I love when nobody gets it right.
I got it one right.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I got it
Okay.
right. I
So,
know, I know
Liam-
my people.
Never
I'm
mind.
2 for 4.
Well,
How about that first one though?
go.
What are we on now?
5.
We are on number 5. It really tickled me.
I said Rick.
I said Liam.
I said Liam.
I said Liam.
Oh,
I have Liam.
It's totally Liam.
$4.
As opposed to what were you paying in the hotel room?
1850 American. I just laughed. It was really tickled me.
Shout out to
I don't think I've ever said anything's tickled me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
There's a bad
Tried to
performance
charge
by me.
$18 on this vacation for a water I never drank.
Liam is a little tickle monster though, you know?
Don't
Was it
keep
tickle-
those fingers away.
tickle me on?
Remember that one for next summer's quote game? Keep those fingers away.
Some of these are from 2022, which is really
There
funny.
you go.
Oh,
Throwback.
Went way back. Okay, last one, number 6. He takes the Mike Smith against the world, fuck the haters approach.
I just guessed me.
I said it was me.
I said Liam.
I said BM.
I have Dan.
Here's the audio.
He lives by the sword and he dies by the sword.
He takes the Mike Smith against the world, fuck the haters approach.
Yep.
Whereas me, I got one right.
2.
I also got one right.
1.
I got 3.
I got 3.
All right.
Big day.
Finally.
That's right. Everything's coming up. Bag Milk and Liam.
Anyone you'd like to wish a happy birthday to, Kennedy?
Happy birthday, Leon Draisaitl.
There you go.
He's a big fan, so
When is Tobias Reader's birthday, Kennedy?
Never.
I don't care. It is Happy National
He can-
Leon Day.
he can celebrate
go.
his birthday when he scores.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Goes Kennedy.
Bye,
Not
Kennedy.
Rocking the Germany Draisaitl jersey too, and it's signed.
Personally
found out-
signed to her.
We found out from a
Nasty.
visitor here at Nation HQ too that that's not allowed to be worn by general citizens of Germany because it has the eagle on it, and general citizens are not allowed to have that.
Hold on. You're wearing that thing. You're walking down the street in Bayern. You're going to get arrested?
It's bad news. I don't know exactly what happens. I'll have to
I
find out.
get
Hot
off
dang.
the train.
Yeah.
Just enjoyed my fondue. And I've got my Germany Draisaitl jersey on, and you are right arrested.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
All right.
I like that one. That's hilarious.
Well, let's wrap up the podcast, gentlemen. It's time to finish it off with some hot and cold performance for our friends at Greta. I want to mention that on Sunday, pre and post, we're going to have buses to Commonwealth. We've got a very limited number of seats, so get there early if you want to jump on the bus. Pre and post game from Greta will be down there. The boys will be recording the pregame show and after dark from Greta as well. Come check it out on Sunday. We will be down there. Should be a great evening, great event. Hopefully we'll be celebrating a win. And if we
will.
are, which we will be,
Mhm.
I'm going to try and get my dad hammered.
Me too.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to
You
see
know
if he'll play some vids with me.
Yep.
Instead of being like, no, I don't want to do that.
I challenge us to a dad drink off. Who can get their dad the drunkest at Heritage Classic?
I'm into that. Why is this?
Just turn it down, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There, I fixed it. No, I didn't.
Just unplug it.
1 and 2. 1 and 2. There you go. Now we're good.
They're all down. But now I'm not going to be able to hear the sound effects. Which one I got to turn out?
1.
The end one.
This one?
Yep.
Let me just do a little quick.
Ding dong.
All right. We're going to test it.
We're
All right.
good.
For our friends at
This-
Greta, we're going to start off with our veggies. Sorry?
You pressed ding dong before and it worked.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now, actually.
Yeah. Oh well. Hot
Life
and
is
cold.
getting in the way.
Well, no one told me life was going to be this way.
Dan, let's start off with our veggies.
You fucking laughed too hard at that.
All right.
For our friends at Greta, your cold performer of the week.
And like it's just gonna go for last night's game. I did not enjoy being transported back to the decade of darkness. I really felt like I was watching that team again for a few flourishes last night. So last night's performance is gonna get my cold performer of the week. They are just fucking ass right now. Correct. Dan from the past.
Liam, you're up next. Your Greta cold performer of the week.
I had a paranormal experience last night.
Oh no.
Tyler doesn't believe me, but it is true. So last night I asleep in the basement, and upstairs I came upstairs to the kitchen area to get a drink. It's like 2:00 in the morning, and in the house I live in, the upstairs is very open. It's kind of like a bridge, and it's like very open, so you can hear everything that goes on upstairs. And I'm in the living room, in the kitchen, living room, whatever. And all of a sudden, it's just like something like turns on, and it's like it was a hairdryer that turned on.
You think?
I know it was. And even the dog looked upstairs to be like, what was that? So naturally, I ran downstairs to bed and tucked in.
Of course, monsters.
Woke up in the morning and found out, and I went upstairs, and the hairdryer was plugged into the outlet in the bathroom. The door was open. And I tested the sound, and it was the same sound. It turned on, and it turned off on its own. There you go. Cold performer of the week.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Tyler, you're up next. Your cold
Yes, a
performer of the week.
Pugliarvi's Ice Spice costume. That is terrible. I know. I don't need to see that. I don't like the normal Ice Spice. Never mind 6'4" Finnish male Ice Spice. Yeah,
Rick, you're up next. Your cold performer of the week.
It's the NHL. This goes back to our damn playoffs last year. What happened to Darnell Nurse?
Oh, this is so bad.
What happened to him? He got a penalty. He started a fight in the last couple of minutes and got a one gamer.
Right at me and saying what happened to him, and I'm like,
And what happened 2 nights ago? Brady Tkachuk does the exact same damn thing, and they rescind his fucking penalty, his game suspension. It's stupid,
I'm with you.
And
with
it's the
you.
regular season, the beginning of the regular season. What the fuck?
dude. It's ridiculous.
I'm upset.
To be fair to the NHL, it was the correct call to rescind this instigator.
But it would have been the correct call.
To rescind Darnell's.
There's literally
Sure,
been one
just
time they haven't
consistency.
rescinded it, and it was for a playoff game.
After the fucking 12-6 chop from Alex or Petrangelo or whatever the fuck that was. Terrible.
The instigator was designed to stop people from getting jumped, not from people.
Cowardly
starting
NHL.
fights. That's not what it was made for.
That one specifically. Now I'm just getting angry again because it was right in front of me. I was at that game. That was two guys, willing combatants, going to chuck them.
Yep.
Getting
No
jumped
problem.
means like you had no other option than to fight back because the guy beat the shit out of you. That's what an instigator is.
I want a
Not-
camera and a microphone in front of the face of the guy who makes the decision. And I want to see him say, give me an answer as to why. Give us all an answer as to why.
Other leagues have what's called the aggressor penalty, which is a thing that is separate from the instigator. It's an actual thing where the guy just won't fucking stop and the referees can give him an aggressor penalty. But NHL, nope.
Stupid.
Let's wrap up the podcast with some positives here, boys. Let's flip it
What
around.
was yours?
Going into the what was mine? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. How about this? I said it a bunch of times already today. 7 games played, 1 third period goal.
I can't believe it!
Why are you the way that you are? I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Now we can wrap it up with some positives. We're going to reverse the order. Rick, you're up first. Your hot performer of the week.
Nothing, but I'm looking forward to Sunday.
I didn't even have time to get my buttons on.
Scrambling now.
I like this right here.
Tyler, you're up next. You're
Probably
right
taking
up.
someone
Hot
else's. But Chris Faber, our now soon-to-be former teammate, is leaving Canucks Army because he got a job with the Vancouver Canucks. Really cool opportunity. Really enjoyed working with our pal Chris Faber over the years, and I wish him all the best.
That's what happens when you do not avoid the grind. Sometimes you get hired by an NHL team.
He's a hot guy!
Swedish.
I'm sorry?
He's learning Swedish.
Who is? Chris Faber?
So he can talk to the Vancouver prospects, or like Swedish prospects.
Well, Edmonton Oilers, I'm learning German. So there you go.
I am learning not to cry at night after I watch this game.
Yeah.
Liam, you're up next. You're Greta Hop from
I had a great pizza last night from DoorDash that I ordered through DoorDash.
The big guy is smoking hot.
Toppings.
It's actually a build your own.
That's fine. What would you build it with?
I go with the extra garlic sauce,
Okay, white sauce, good.
extra cheese,
Sure.
Italian sausage, and
Mhm.
pepperoni.
I dig it.
Nation Dan, your Greta Hop from the
We already mentioned it earlier this week, but it's going to go out to the individual that, with the simple act of including a little piece of tape on his stick, broke the league's ban of Pride tape. So it's going to go to Travis Dermott for doing the right thing and getting Pride tape back on sticks.
He's a hot guy!
There we go.
Tyler mentioned this. I don't remember what show you said it on. But how many people just piling on Travis Dermott?
I think that was on our show
Yeah,
on
well,
Tuesday.
we already
shots?
covered it. I just
Unreal. Anyway.
Good for Travis
Listing-
Dermott. I mean, he's a
listing
dog
his-
shit hockey player. I can't
listing
believe
his contract, listing the fact that he's on a 2-way contract. He's how much money he makes. Yeah.
My hop performer of the week to wrap this up is, I hate to say this because it is negative, but I needed to create my own fun during last night's game. I brought back the Here Come the Oilers hashtags, and it was so much fun seeing all the gifs of people falling downstairs again. It took me back to the decade of darkness, but the fun we used to have. You got to look for silver linings, people. And if we can't have fun watching the team on the ice, we might as well create our own fun off the ice.
Woo! Friday, baby! Yeah, let's celebrate Friday! Woo!
You just want to give him a little tickle over there. Yeah.
We've been vibing recently.
That's how we're going to wrap it up. Oilers Nation
that
Radio, Heritage Classic coming up on Sunday. We'll have a full breakdown of it on Tuesday on this podcast. We'll do the same on Real Life on Monday. Till then, have a great weekend.
Thank you for watching Oilers Nation Radio. Hit the subscribe button to never miss a show. And for more, visit OilersNation.com.